Welcome back to the channel Luxury Auto Review. Today, we're diving into one of the most anticipated reviews of the decade, as we take an in-depth look at the reimagined 2026 Ferrari F40. Yes, you heard that right, the legendary Ferrari F40 has returned, not as a mere tribute, but as a completely re-engineered masterpiece that blends classic rawness with the latest cutting-edge technology. Exterior now, before we dive into the details. Let's set the stage. The original F40, launched back in 1987, was an uncompromising, no-nonsense supercar designed to celebrate Ferrari's 40th anniversary. It was brutal, loud, and ferociously fast. It had no ABS, no power steering, and barely any creature comforts. It became an icon precisely because of that purist approach. So when Ferrari announced that the F40 nameplate would return for 2026, the automotive world collectively held its breath. Let's begin with what immediately grabs your attention: the exterior. At first glance, the 2026 F40 stays true to its origins. Its silhouette unmistakably pays homage to the original, with that characteristic wedge-shaped design, the aggressive stance, and of course, the massive rear wing that has been subtly refined. Ferrari hasn't gone overboard with modern frills. Instead, they've taken a retro-futuristic approach, fusing carbon fiber sophistication with aerodynamic enhancements. At the front, the car looks like a sharper, meaner version of its predecessor. You're greeted with a low, pointed nose that's both elegant and menacing. The pop-up headlights of the original have been reinterpreted as sleek adaptive matrix LED units that retain a similar shape when off but glide open at speed to improve cooling and aerodynamics. The aqueducts on the front hood remain, now functioning as active aero components that adjust airflow depending on speed and cooling needs. The front splitter, made of exposed carbon fiber, is active as well, automatically extending and retracting to optimize downforce during high-speed driving. Moving along to the side profile, it's clear that Ferrari's designers wanted to keep that raw, muscular look. The wide arches hug the massive wheels, which feature a design inspired by the 5-spoke wheels of the original F40 but are now forged magnesium alloys wrapped in custom Pirelli P0 tires. Behind the wheels, carbon ceramic brakes with Ferrari's latest regenerative braking technique through. One of the most fascinating design elements on the side is the reworked side intakes. While they remain as aggressive as ever, they now feature active louvers that modulate airflow to the twin-turbo V8. At the rear, the door handles are minimal, integrated flush with the door skins, and open with a gentle press thanks to a haptic feedback mechanism. You also get subtle carbon fiber side skirts that improve high-speed stability without compromising the iconic design. At the rear, the 2026 F40 is nothing short of a visual spectacle. The gigantic rear wing remains, but it's now made entirely from carbon fiber with integrated aerodynamic flaps that automatically adjust for optimal downforce or drag reduction. The quad taillights evoke the original circular design but are now 3D LED units, giving them a glowing depth effect, especially at night. The rear mesh grille is functional, showcasing the mechanical beauty underneath and allowing heat to dissipate from the engine bay. The exhaust system follows the classic triple pipe layout but features titanium construction with active valves, offering everything from a deep warble and comfort mode to an aggressive scream in race mode. And yes, Ferrari has preserved that iconic rear diffuser design, which now works in tandem with a fully flat underbody to create significant ground effect. Now let's step inside, where Ferrari has pulled off an exceptional balancing act between minimalism and modern luxury. As you swing open the dihedral doors, yes, the 2026 F40 now features butterfly-style doors, so you're immediately struck by how driver-focused the cabin remains. There's a definite nod to the original's bare-bones interior, but it's been elevated with cutting-edge materials and technology. Interior carbon fiber dominates the cabin, from the dashboard to the center tunnel, while Alcantara and leather accents provide just enough warmth without feeling overindulgent. The iconic red racing seats are back, reimagined with carbon shells and 4-point harnesses. They're surprisingly comfortable, offering excellent support for both spirited driving and longer journeys. Instead of a traditional instrument cluster, there's now a fully customizable curved OLED display that blends seamlessly into the dashboard. but Ferrari has cleverly designed it to echo the original F40's analog dials and style and color scheme. The steering wheel is a work of art, stripped of unnecessary buttons except for essentials like the Manette Auto Drive Mode selector and indicators. In keeping with its purest roots, there's no central infotainment screen here. Instead, Ferrari offers a minimalist HUD system and smartphone-based controls for navigation and media via Ferrari's bespoke app, keeping distractions to an absolute minimum. The air conditioning vents are crafted from billet aluminum, and even the pedals are milled from a single piece of aluminum alloy, emphasizing the craftsmanship. One interesting touch: Ferrari has brought back the iconic pull-strap door openers, albeit with modern materials and a more refined design. And yes, there's still exposed beef carbon fiber on the doors and sills, staying true to that lightweight race-inspired theme. Performance now. Let's talk about what really matters in any F40A performance. Under the rear deck lies a 3.9-liter twin-turbocharged V8, derived from Ferrari's latest engine family but tuned specifically for the F40. It produces a staggering 810 horsepower and 730 Nm of torque, sent exclusively to the rear wheels through an 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox, thanks to extensive lightweighting tipping the scales at just under 1,300 kilograms. The 2026 F40 rockets from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 2.7 seconds, with the top speed of 352 km per hour. Ferrari has also employed its latest torque vectoring technology and an advanced traction control system to keep things in check, though there's still a satisfying degree of tail happiness when desired. The engine note is intoxicating. While it's a turbocharged unit, Ferrari engineers have worked meticulously to ensure it delivers the same spine-tingling crescendo as the original. The exhaust system features a quad-mode sound control, ranging from a subtle hum in urban settings to a race-bred roar that pays homage to the F40's signature wail. In terms of driving experience, the 2026 F40 is a revelation. Steering feel is sharp and direct, with the latest electric-assisted steering tuned to deliver pure analog feedback. The suspension system uses adaptive dampers that read road conditions 1,000 times per second, yet still retains a firm, connected ride that enthusiasts will love. The car's limited slip differential works seamlessly with the traction management system, ensuring optimal grip without neutering the thrill. Ferrari has also introduced an optional track package, which includes even stiffer suspension settings, bespoke aero add-ons, and sticky semi-slick tires for those who want to push the F40 to its absolute limit on track days. Now let's talk about pricing. As you might expect, exclusivity comes at a steep price. Ferrari is producing just 499 units of the 2026 F40, and each one carries a base price of approximately $2.6 million before options. However, given the immense demand and the historical significance of the F40 nameplate, many expect resale values to skyrocket immediately after deliveries begin. Customization options are extensive, with Ferrari offering a range of heritage-inspired liveries, including Rosso Casa, Giallo Modena, and even a special matte carbon finish called Nero Competizione. The interior can also be customized with different color stitching, Alcantara shades, and personalized plaque engravings. As we wrap up this review, it's safe to say that the 2026 Ferrari F40 isn't just another supercar it's a statement. It's a bridge between Ferrari's raw, analog past and its high-tech future. While it brings all the modern conveniences and technologies one would expect in a contemporary hypercar, it does so without diluting the visceral driving experience that made the original F40 a legend. The design, the performance, the craftsmanship, and the sheer emotion it evokes make this car an instant classic. It's not for the faint of heart, nor for those looking for everyday comfort. It's for those who crave something rare, something extreme, something that makes your heart race every time you press the start button. That's it for this in-depth look at the 2026 Ferrari F40. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more detailed car reviews, and drop a comment below. What do you think of this modern F40 revival? Would you dare to drive one, or is it destined to remain a collectible masterpiece? Thanks for watching, and until next time, Keep the passion alive and keep driving. Subscribe to Luxury Auto Reviews.